I'm with Winch and Connie-Dilla right now, and you may recognize them from being on our show many times in the past, and if there's anybody that knows this area, it's these two right here. Winch, we're out here on a Haywire Grade today, the first Rails to Trail program here in the state, and we've got some big celebrations going on. Can you give me some insight as to what the trail's like and what we're going to see?
Connie and I, being the groomer coordinators for the Schoolcraft County Motorized Trail Association, we work the Haywire Grade from Shingleton down to Manistique and all points in between, and any trails that feed into and off of. This particular program today is we're gearing it towards the ORV segment of the celebration of the Haywire Grade. Okay,
so we're going to be going down the trail in our ORV here, and we're just going to look at some of the things that are along the way.
Yes, sir.
The Haywire Grade received its name from the Haywire outfit, being a logger's term for a camp with poor equipment that had to be held together with haywire. The term became a nickname for the Manistique Lake Superior Railroad, which during emergencies was reportedly held together with pieces of discarded haywire by the railroad's engineers. On our way down from Shingleton, we stopped at the small town of Steuben, if you can call it a town. All that is left is a very small grocery store, the last vestige of many logging camps or towns that vanished after the timber was depleted. We've just pulled down the trail. We are now in Steuben. And this is one of the old railroad grades down here?
Yeah, this is we're still in the Haywire Grade, but as you go down the Haywire, you'll notice off to the right-hand side that there's another grade coming off of it that ran back into the Hiawatha that it was collecting and clearing for lumber and such.
Okay, coming down this trail, we've seen spots along the way that probably could get kind of wet during the year, and maybe a couple of small beaver dams, a little pond here, and it's actually very scenic because you were constantly crossing the creek.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nice trip down there. I had fun.
Oh, good.
I know I did.
Oh, yeah.
And but you know what? I'm getting hungry. Are we getting close to anywhere we can eat?
Jack Pine, about 5 miles that way.
Okay, so it's right on the way.
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. President Franklin Roosevelt's Civilian Conservation Corps began on April 17, 1933, designed to employ over 250,000 young men out of work during the Great Depression. Camp Steuben opened only 17 days later on May 4, 1933. The men at Camp Steuben were initially housed in tents, but construction of wooden barracks began in the fall of 1933. When fully occupied, the camp housed 204 men. This segment of the trail crosses one road, contains 11 bridges, and briefly borders the Big Island Lake wilderness. This adventurous Rails to Trail wanders through miles of wetlands and plows through a few sand traps. Okay, we just made a little stop along the trail, just taking our time, looking around. We got out, and the first thing we find are artifacts that are out here along the trail. Now, I want to mention that we're here along the trail in the National Forest. You cannot take these things. You may find them, but you're going to have to leave them here. It's against the law to actually do that.